Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
I don't mind that you're talking, so long as you don't mind that I'm not listening.
on the side?
Olá pessoal do YouTube, seja bem-vindo você que é novo aqui, que clicou neste vídeo. Seja bem-vindo a mais um episódio de LA Noire. Se você não assistiu o episódio passado, eu vou deixar nos cards do vídeo, né? E temos mais um caso de homicídio, mais um caso de uma mulher sendo espancada, né? Aqui nesta cidade odeiam mulheres. Mas enfim, vamos lá.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Opa, aí em cima. Vamos ter que ir pra lá em cima, né? Ok. Encontrar uma entrada. Vamos para a esquerda. O Phelps, né? O Philip, o nosso protagonista, é um típico pessoa simpática e também gosta de seguir as regras à risca. Aquela pessoa que tem sede de justiça, né? Não faz nada de errado. Sinto que o jogo está dando alguns lags, algumas quedas de quadros. Acho que essa é uma impressão minha. Vou ver se tem alguma coisa. Ok, não tem nada. Nada do crime desde a manhã.
Boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy has been completed.
Desde a manhã, aliás.
I have two of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that
so you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
Uma pressão da imprensa.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. A family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
This way, sir. O jogo tá Vou dar 30 quadros para relembrar.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Here she is.
Mais uma. Opa! Mais uma. Uma moça morta no chão, completamente sem roupa. Pera.
Similar
Okay.
MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home, not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
So what next?
We'll need a solid crime scene report. Search around and then check the body.
Mais caso disso aqui. Interessante, agora tá ficando interessante isso.
What's this mark? Cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Looks like she was tied up.
He does it first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Joias desaparecidas. Não, já vi. Tem que posicionar melhor. Não. Para a cabeça.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Bem, a textura não é uma das melhores.
Ligature mark is very
Distinctive.
Tipo de
I'll do some
corta.
comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Não.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. Could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Vou ver se eu encontro mais alguma coisa.
No good to me.
Desenho aqui no chão.
I need to get back to it, Phelps.
You want nice, pretty pictures for your case report? Sure you do. So leave me alone.
Alguma coisa aqui? Ah. Ok. Acho que não temos mais nada.
So what's going on over there?
Olive oil comes.
Ele já tá no carro.
Still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out then.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Vamos lá. Winha. Oh, Jesus.
Gently.
Sorry. Eu não arrisquei o carro até. Andando no meio da cidade de LA. Mano, quem gosta de LA, né? Ou se você já visitou, né? Qual é a sua parte favorita de Los Angeles? LA, né? Nunca fui lá, mas eu gostaria de ir um dia para ver as zonas turísticas, ver certas coisas, ver o Pierre, né? Lá, não sei, acho que é, não sei o nome, mas é Santa Quantas. Opa, um caso perigoso, eu acho. Um assalto ao banco. Ah, bank job.
What's the situation? Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
You picked the wrong bank to rob, my friend. Come on, make a push for the building.
Está a levar balas aí, a levar. Epa.
Cover. Find some cover. I'll lay down some suppression fire.
Não, não.
They've blocked the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
All right, I'll wait here.
A sério, vai me deixar aqui sozinho.
Chance to regroup.
Wish me luck.
Ele vai me deixar aqui sozinho. Uau, que parceiro, hein? Meu parceiro do mundo. Filho da mãe aqui.
buddies upstairs are dead. That leaves you, pal.
Não tem munição, acabou. Meu Deus. Vou levar chumbo aqui. Tem uma pergunta. O que tem lá em cima? Ah, tá fechado. Onde você tá?
You're fucking toast. Just you and me. You can live to tell the tale.
Vamos.
Your move, mister.
Ai, meu Deus.
Come get me.
Ai. Opa. Ai. Quase morri aqui.
That's all of them.
Olha só a maneira que ele segura a arma, tudo bugado. Ai. Esse jogo tem um bug na questão de mira de armas. Não consigo mirar direito.
Car 11K. Shots fired, suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I need an ambulance at Bank of America. 7th and Olive. Notify coroner and detective headquarters.
Roger on your ambulance 11K. All units, code 4 on the 211 at Bank of America. Code 4.
O jogo fica na questão do combate com, né, as armas de fogo. O boneco fica todo duro. E quando faz cover, quando tento fazer assim cover, não consigo neste momento. Quando faço cover, o boneco fica completamente duro. Não esqueci como é que se entra no carro. Não. Posso segurar, pera.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Boa música, hein? Madam.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
Cara dessa criança aqui. Cara da adulta, hein?
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Olha só. Hansel e Gretel. Será que é eles? Sei.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Estranho.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Relógio e anéis desaparecidos. Uma cenoura.
Don't think this is anything.
Ah, ele podia ter usado a cenoura para matar a vítima. Né? Se calhar, né? Ou o limão.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
O limão do mal. Assassino. Uma grande casa.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
Uau, mudou o tom de repente. A tua mãe morreu e ela tem tipo. Enfim, né? Não sei. Prontos. Para mim, nessa questão da notícia e a reação da vítima, acho que eles falharam um pouquinho. Tipo, imagine só, você recebe a notícia que a tua mãe morreu. Qual seria a tua reação? Talvez a tua reação seja tipo dessa moça aqui. Mas, não sei, acho que a maioria ficaria completamente em choque e também não teria a capacidade de responder nenhuma pergunta. Talvez. Relógio e anéis desaparecidos.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Verdade?
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. They had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
Último contato com a vítima.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Será que ela tá mentindo ou não? Qual é a verdade?
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Errado, ok.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Acho que ela tá a mentir.
I think your father was violent with your mother. I think they weren't very happy, and you should tell me, young lady.
You may be the police, but you have no right to talk about my mom and dad like that.
Informa que recebeu várias ligações em casa. Ok. Aliança de ouro. Pequenas pegadas de homem. A bebida do marido. Michelle informou que recebeu várias ligações em casa sem resposta na noite do crime. O pessoal é suspeito. Relógio de parceiros. Pequenas pegadas de homem. A libido do marido. Vou colocar isso aqui.
When my dad gets home, I'm going to ask him to punch you on the nose, mister.
Uau. Que ameaça.
This is a tough time for you, Michelle, but you should really try and help the police.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What the... But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Ok. Pegadas na cena do crime.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Dúvida?
You know anyone who wears a smallish men's shoe who had a major grudge against your wife? Is there something you would like to tell us, Hugo?
No, I do not. You finished making hints?
Eu sou péssimo nesse jogo. Relatório de pessoas desaparecidas.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Essa coisa é complicada. Como é que eu vou saber se ele está a falar a verdade? Ok, eu sei que se ele está a falar a verdade, então a cabeça dele, tipo, as expressões dele ficam paradas. Tipo, ele não se expressa muito. Agora, como é que eu vou identificar se ele está a mentir ou não? Ou se eu tenho dúvida do que ele está a dizer? Nesse momento, ele está a mentir ou... Colocar a mentira.
And you didn't report that she was missing till this morning? That's very unusual, Mr. Mueller, not to mention suspicious.
Look, I was annoyed with her. That's why I was waiting for her to come home. Why, you telling me something different?
A vida do marido recebeu várias ligações em casa sem resposta.
You better think about leaving, or you're gonna have some trouble on your hands.
Sei lá. Desculpem, mas está terrível nesse jogo.
So you were here all night? You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Dúvida?
You got any way of confirming this story of yours?
You son of a bitch. You come here making all these accusations.
Ok, movimentos da vítima.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Colocar verdade.
Where's the school?
Belmont High on West 2nd Street. There's a parking lot next door where the parents wait for the kids.
A única que
Getting hostile
acertei.
with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello.
Detective!
Senhora?
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Corrida, filho da mãe! Para, seu filho da mãe! O que você vai fazer?
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Pare em nome da lei! What the hell? Por que tem um esgoto aqui? Ah, enfim, vamos lá. Opa! Conquista. Sapato. Opa!
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
It's him. The cop from the papers.
Ela me conheceu?
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564. Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady. Got it, KGPL.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband.
Always make the husband. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimonii.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Any Central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
Ok, ok, prenda a lurker, ok. Óbvio, sempre dessas duas coisas. Mas, nossa, onde é que fica essa missão? Essa missão aqui. Onde é que eu tô? Isso aqui. Protério. Andar para aqui. Pá. Onde é que eu... Isso aqui, veículo... Opa, acho que o veículo escondido. Vou ter que ir lá. Onde é que eu tô? Eu tô aqui. Mano, eu tô muito longe. Esquece. Acho que eu vou... cena do crime. Isso aqui onde? Acho que vou para o necrotério. Vou parar o
I
carro.
need you to take a left at the next corner.
You're behind the wheel.
Será que ele vai no necrotério? American Legion Stadium. Não, não foi. Não, foi sim. Tem a opção de ir lá. Vamos lá. Investigar.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Vai então, vai. Não, não dá. Tentava ir para cima, mas não consigo.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Um conceito para ligar, né? Um telefonema, qualquer coisa assim? Não tem. Aqui? Não? Aqui.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
That's disgusting.
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller has been found in the parking lot adjoining Belmont High School and playing fields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thanks for your help.
Vamos lá.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going? Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that, the coroner's.
How so?
You know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You've been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Cuidado, vão receber 10 de estrelas. Nível de procurado, bateram na polícia sendo polícias. É isso. Belmont High School. Escola Belmont, 5 da tarde. 5h30 da tarde.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
This
He
is...
violent? Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now! Hey, you!
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Esquisito.
Shoot the creep!
Olha só. Esse campo. Tudo bem? Onde é que você foi? Ah, tá. Para! Vai, vai, vai! Mano! Eu corro muito! A sua velocidade!
That's far enough, freak. You move a muscle and you're a dead man.
Vai, vai. Ufa. Ufa. Isso aí. Filho da mãe.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm going to take out my gun, and I'm going to count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Epa.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Arma do crime.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Acusou para usar para estrangular a vítima.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
A roupa do crime. Já tá à noite, uau. Ainda não, vai ficar à noite. Eu acho que são o jogo inteiro, no total, são uns 25 casos, eu acho.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Mahler homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks. You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Central de interrogatórios.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now. You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Boys, you've really come through this time, haven't you?
Well, are there any leads?
Aqui.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Boy.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I've had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
What kind of job, Eli?
Working fishing boats, odd jobs around the boatyards. I'm pretty good with my hands.
Acesso à corda.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Tá fazendo uma reação. É verdade.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. You tie a hitch and braid, it stays tied.
Motivo para assassinato de Mueller.
You killed Mrs. Mueller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You're a liar, Eli. You needed the money, so you killed her.
I've been around some, son. You got some evidence that proves I stole that butterfly from that woman?
Broche de ouro no formato de borboleta encontrado na posse de Eli. Ok. Será que é esse aqui?
I done told you I found that pretty thing. I never stole it.
Olá.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case. But my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the hat squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about? For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Dúvida.
Are you going to tell me what I want to know, or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
Give it your best shot. I can take whatever you're throwing.
Ah, acerta a chave
Your
do
wife
lado.
was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Vou perguntar aqui. Aqui. Ok.
You're lying, Hugo. You're going to have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler. Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
Your wife was strangled with a braided rope, which we found in the trunk of her car. I think you bought that rope specifically to strangle her.
You can think whatever you want. But that rope has nothing to do with me. My wife is the victim here. But so am I. What am I going to do without her? And you. You heartless bastard.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Vou acusar ele.
Hugo Muller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
Caso encerrado. Sou o pior detetive do mundo.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Eu não prendi o suspeito, não prendi ele. Vai falar, ok. The Golden Butterfly. Caso encerrado, impróprio. O que significa impróprio? Enquanto Hugo Moller responde por uma acusação de assassinato, Misha Moller contempla a vida como uma órfã. Ué? Pois é. Pois.
Phelps, we captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen? You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There's no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy, I just seems to know what he's doing.
あなた方の階層と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
キスマ何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Pois é, né? Eles cortaram o petróleo. Eles atacaram.
Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Bem. Espera, não entra no carro, não entra no carro. Bem, isso aqui foi o vídeo de hoje. O episódio de hoje. Muito obrigado por ter assistido até aqui. Eu agradeço muito. Perdão, né? Eu agradeço muito e também peço perdão pelas escolhas que eu faço, né? Eu não sei muito bem como responder. É imprevisível, não sei como. Mas é isso. Se você gostou, não se esqueça de deixar seu like aqui no vídeo. E também me ajuda a chegar até os 500 inscritos, né? Se inscreva no canal para não perder nenhum vídeo aqui. Eu também faço gameplays de vários gêneros, de qualquer jogo por aqui, né? Neste momento estou a fazer a gameplay do Resident Evil, acho que é o Resident Evil 2 ou 3, 2 e 3, né? 2 e 3, depois vou jogar o 4 pela primeira vez. Então, fica aí ligado, porque tem vídeos todos os dias aqui. Todos os dias. Então, nos vemos no próximo episódio, ou próximo vídeo aqui no canal de LA Noire. Muito obrigado pela sua presença mais uma vez, e valeu!
What the hell?
Gostou do meu look? Hã?